Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel. What are you doing? Please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the like button that we will encourage to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. And also, YouTube is able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan triumphed on Tuesday in a privacy violation suit filed against her last year by Kogi State Governor's Chief of Staff, Ali Bello, but emerged with scanty remarks from the judge criticizing her social media conduct. The judge, Silvanus Origi, of the Federal Capital Territory FCT High Court in Abuja, ruled that Mr. Bello, who is a nephew to immediate past Kogi State Governor, Governor Yahaya Bello, failed to prove how Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan's publication on X, formerly known as Twitter last year, breached his rights to privacy. But Mr. Origi upbraided the senator for her unreprehensive social media post, which he adjourned to be unbefitting of her status. The post in question, tweeted on 15th March 2024 by Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan, touched on her house with full address given in a choice area of Abuja that was allegedly listed among 14 houses under forfeiture proceedings instituted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over corruption allegations. Dear official EFCC, why did you delete this post on Facebook after I commented and requested that you kindly help find my favorite storybook, The Defeated White Lion, at number 1 Dala Hills Street off Agulu Lake Street, Maitama, Abuja, she wrote on X. That White House was amongst the 14 properties you approached the court for forfeiture in December 2022. This contentious post did not identify Mr. Bello by name, but obliquely mentioned White Lion, by which his uncle, former Governor Yahaya Bello, is informally known. The Bellos are facing several corruption charges before separate judges in Abuja over corruption allegations that stemmed from former Governor Bello's 8 years administration in Kogi State. On 21st May 2024, Mr. Bello, the Chief of Staff to incumbent Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo, sued Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan for 1 billion naira, alleging that the house at the address published in Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan's post was his. He said, contrary to the senator's assertion, the referenced house neither belonged to the former Governor Bello, nor was it under any forfeiture order obtained by the EFCC. He also said the post was filled with innuendos that pointed to him, adding that White Lion referred to in the post was his uncle, the former governor's nickname. Alongside denying the senator's allegations, he accused her of submitting a petition against him to the police and the State Security Service (SSS) to strip him of his security apparatus. Therefore, he alleged that Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan violated his fundamental rights to privacy in his home, family life, dignity of person, personal liberty, and the right to own and acquire property, under sections 34 subsection 1, section 35 subsection 1, section 37, 43, and 44 subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution. But Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan, who is under a 6-month suspension over an unrelated matter, denied the allegations and urged the court to dismiss the suit. In her counter affidavit, Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan alleged that Mr. Bello had mounted CCTV cameras to monitor her property for political reasons. She also clarified that she shared the post to notify the EFCC of the whereabouts of a former Governor Bello, who has a running battle with the agency, adding that the property referenced in her post was amongst some properties under an interim forfeiture order obtained by the EFCC. During court proceedings on the matter, Mr. Bello's lawyer, Adeola Dedipe, argued that Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan acted with malice and bad faith, but the senator's defense counsel, O.O. Ibrahim, maintained that there was nothing to show ill intent to warrant the filing of a suit. Delivering judgment on Tuesday, Mr. Origi resolved the case, setting out to answer the questions. He adopted the questions of whether the ex-post and petition to the police violated Mr. Bello's privacy and the privacy of his home, and whether the applicant was entitled to the prayers sought against Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan. The judge ruled that Mr. Bello failed to establish how the post violated his right to privacy. Applicant failed to prove that the respondent's post breached his fundamental right to privacy or privacy of his home or any rights, Mr. Origi declared. He noted that the publication by Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan did not refer to Mr. Bello, but his house address, which is in a public space and cannot be an intrusion of privacy. The judge also ruled that the applicant failed to establish that Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan's petition to the police caused the exposure of the privacy and security of his home. The court upheld Mr. Bello's right to privacy but denied his 1 billion naira damages claim. The judges scolded the senator for her conduct on social media. He said, and I quote, "It is improper, reprehensible, and unconscionable for a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to post the picture of her applicant's house and her house address on her ex social media page without justification and on the unfounded belief that the property belonged to Yahaya Bello." He continued, "Such conduct must be and is hereby deprecated by the courts." The judgment comes at a time Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan is facing an allegation of violating a gag order barring her and other parties to a Senate suspension suit from speaking to the press or sharing posts concerning the matter on social media. The controversial post leading to Mr. Bello's suit and eventually Tuesday's judgment is just an episode in the political rivalry between Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan and former Governor Bello. Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan ran on the platform of the Social Democratic Party SDP against then-Governor Bello of All Progressive Congress APC in the 2019 governorship election in the state. She lost the election to Mr. Bello, who was re-elected to complete terms in January 2023. Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan later moved to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to contest for the 2023 Kogi Central senatorial seat in the National Assembly. She initially lost the National Assembly election to Mr. Bello's favored APC candidate, but regained the seat through court intervention months into her 4-year tenure. The hostility between them has not tarred ever since, as both continue to take every opportunity to prove to be each other's unyielding adversaries. The recent suspension of Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan from the Senate for 6 months and subsequent failed moves to outrightly recall her excited her political adversary, including members of former Governor Bello's camp in her home state. While her suspension was on last month, Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan defied the state government's ban to hold a well-attended homecoming rally in her hometown of Ehima. About 2 weeks later, former Governor Bello petitioned the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, over alleged defamatory remarks Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan made at the rally. The Bellos and Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan have separately squared up in other legal battles against other opponents. Ali Bello, Chief of Staff to Kogi Governor, is facing prosecution by the EFCC on 18 counts of money laundering to the tune of 3 billion naira. His uncle, the former governor, is also facing 80 billion naira money laundering charges at the Federal High Court and another 110 billion naira fraud case at the FCT High Court in Abuja. EFCC instituted both cases last year. Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan has also been locked in a legal battle with Senate President Godswill Akpabio following a heated argument over sitting arrangements in February, which led to Mrs. Akpoti-Uduaghan's suspension in March. She faces a contempt charge arising from an allegation by Mr. Akpabio that she violated a gag order issued by the courts. She accused the Senate President of sexual harassment. She also sued Mr. Akpabio and his legislative aide, Umfom Patrick, for defamation. Ekaiti Akpabio, the wife of the Senate President, filed 2 separate defamation suits against the suspended Kogi senator, demanding 350 billion naira in damages for reputational harm allegedly inflicted upon her husband. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you all think of this? Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you have not already done that. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.